Hello and welcome back in this very awesome morning and in this very cool and requested video. So I received this amazing requested video by Mr. the LGEO Killer. It's not Lego, it's the LGEO Killer 15. Yes, that's his username. So he told me to do and he requested a the most efficient carb engine in automation game. I asked him what kind of engine he wanted. He requested a V16 one. Maxed out, everything is on plus 15. Alright, so it's easy to do, it's not really difficult, but it's a little bit difficult in choosing the carburetor only, because you'll be surprised if in what carburetor I've chosen here. You are obviously thinking of the single barrel eco, which it's obvious, right? But no, I did not choose it. You will see in later. So let's start with it. It says it's a V-shaped 90 degrees 16 cylinder engine, magnesium block, maxed out 120 millimeters on bore and stroke, equals 21,715 cc, or you can say 21 liters, 21.7 liters. We have dual overhead camshafts with 4 valves per cylinder, aluminium silicon head material, VVL technology. We have a forged steel crankshaft, and of course heavy duty forged connecting rods and forged pistons. So because these internals can take the punch of the torque without any problem. Plus 15 quality, yes, so because I can give it, so because it's requested to push everything to its max. We have 8.9 to 1 is the compression ratio, with 31 on the cam profile, 41 on the VVL profile. Very close from each other. This is how efficient they got. Variable valve timing on all cams, plus 15 quality. We have twin turbocharged system with ball bearing internals, 1269 supporting intercooler. We have, let's see, 90.5mm on the compressor, 59.5mm on the turbine, maxed out air ratio with 8.24 psi of boost. We have plus 15 quality on the turbos, and yes, you are seeing it correctly. I did not choose the single barrel eco because this only works on small engines, but this kind of size, 21 liters, 21.7, it actually killed power, killed torque, and it killed a lot of fuel efficiency. I've tried 2-barrel, it went much better, but the numbers of carburetors are not really efficient, and the DCOE, this is good for high performance. If I'm building a high performance engine, yes, this is the correct choice, the DCOE Weber carburetors. But the 4-barrel here made the most fuel efficiency, and it made the most amount of power for this kind of engine. So I've stuck with it, and I chose the quad carburetors. Of course, this kind of size, you need much more. You need too much carburetors on the top. That's what you need. I mean, I've seen V8s with 2-3 carburetors, but this one with 21 liters should have even more than quad. But okay, we have only quad. So we have quad 4-barrel carburetors, race intake, ultimate 100 octane fuel. As you can see, the leanest amount of fuel, 15 on the air fuel ratio. We have 62 on the ignition timing with 6000 RPM limit. No, I don't want to go any higher because it's pointless. It's pointless. It will not make any extra power. Plus 15 quality on the fuel system. Short cast headers, dual exhaust pipes. We have 3.8 inch is the exhaust diameter. This is the most efficient one. No restrictions whatsoever. And why it is 0 quality? I remember why. Yes, I remember why. It will lose fuel efficiency, but let me see. If I push it to plus 15, make it smaller again. Yes, like this. Yeah, like this. Okay, so we have like this. So it's now everything is on plus 15. Alright, we have an extra headroom in octane, so we can push the ignition timing a little bit, as you can see, and we are set. 35.2% of fuel efficiency. Perfect. So as you can see, the engine makes 1277 horsepower. I know it's a little bit too little. I think it's too little. Yeah, I know. This engine should make much more than that. I mean, I think naturally aspirated can go over that by too much, but the torque 1960. This is thanks to the turbos, and of course the fuel efficiency. You will never achieve this naturally aspirated. That's why turbos are the efficient way to boost your power and boost your eco or fuel mileage. All right, so as you can see, the engine, yes, we are still using pounds. Actually, I did not switch it back to kilograms, so this engine weighs 1,418 pounds, nearly as a car. The material cost, yes, extremely expensive. Just don't look 1, 2, 3. Don't look here, because this is a one-time shot plus 15 engine. Don't look at these 3. The reliability 59, because I'm using racing intake, and racing intakes means no air filter, and no air filter means less reliability because of everything, the dust and rocks, everything. Basically, the turbos can suck anything in. Service cost a little bit high. Fuel efficiency 35.2%, extremely good for a carbureted twin turbo engine. And we have the emissions are high, of course, because we are using carburetors. Carburetors are not really efficient when it comes to fuel delivery systems. That's why the emissions are not really, the engine is not really clean, even with unleaded fuel, and it still managed to be very toxic. We have 90.6 on smoothness. This is surprising, but not really surprising also at the same time, because I'm not using a racing camshaft, I'm using a regular camshaft. That's why it's very smooth. It's not really responsive because of the carburetors. The air induction is not really efficient as a throttle body, and the noise is, yes, it's loud because it has open pipes and racing intake. Let's see, the torque is amazing, the power is good, the RPM is normal, performance index is very high, cooling requires 1255. This requires too much cooling. Can you imagine the radiator that will support it? Now let's fire up this beast. This is how it looks. Look at that classic looking retro airbox. It looks absolutely magnificent with these tabs here. It looks awesome. And look at these 4-barrel carburetors. Can you imagine if this engine were in real? Can you imagine the throttle linkage between all of these carburetors? I mean, of course, I always see on YouTube's V8s with blower on top of them and 2 carburetors. They always struggle with the throttle linkages. They always struggle with them. They fabricate brackets, springs, and too many stuff just so they can push the throttle without making it stick or leave. And can you imagine what kind of linkages that would connect all of these carburetors throttles into a paddle? It will be an absolute beast. And yes, look at that distributor here on the back. We have 16 spark plugs wires, and we have 16 spark plugs, 16 cylinders, 16 connecting rods, and a big huge crankshaft in the bottom, and quad big camshafts on the top. We have twin massive turbos, as you can see, 90 millimeters each compressor, too much big. And look at these headers, absolutely magnificent to watch. Look at these, we have the bolts, the nuts, looks absolutely amazing. And look at that intercooler, it looks very similar to the size of the engine, very close to it. And that crazy looking intake manifold, I know it's not real, but they should fix it actually. I wish from automation that if they can design or draw like a realistic intake manifold. This one doesn't look like real. They should really form like a real one. It will look amazing. And the carburetor hat, it's not really like real. They should also tend to fix it. And the carburetor size, actually, if they are tiny, they should make them bigger, much more bigger than this. Let's see. Alright, let's fire up this beast and see how it looks from the inside. This is how it looks, 16 cylinders dancing. As you can see, as you can hear, it idles like a truck engine. I mean, yes, it's a good engine. It's not really bad, but the problem is this is a very big and heavy engine, even with forged internals, magnesium blocks, aluminum cylinder head, aluminum silicate cylinder heads, and it's still very heavy. I mean, even with 35.2% of fuel efficiency, if you have a vehicle that can support this size and all of these components around it, it will make the car extremely heavy and it will perform worse. So you are better off with a smaller engine with much higher fuel efficiency, because smaller engines means lighter engine means any car can take it, and you'll really get benefits from it. But this one is like a big generator. Actually, it looks like a very big generator engine, and you cannot put it in a truck even. I mean, even if a truck can support it, yes, of course it can support it, but I mean it has I mean the torque of it, no, this is not even good for a truck. Trucks requires like 3,500 pound-feet of torque, 2,500. They start from 1,000, I think 900, 800, similar as this. They start as this, so this will be the base model with this price, with this engineering time. So as you can see, it's not really efficient, but it's a nice way to find out how much we can push this beast with carburetors on the top. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and thank you so much, Mr. I'm gonna call you Thelgeokiller 15, even if it's not your username, but it's a cool name, the Thelgeokiller 15. So thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna see you guys very soon. Please, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, get subscribed, share the video if you want to share it, and keep requesting more amazing videos like this one, and even more than this one. So I'm gonna see you very soon, guys. Wish me luck. I wish you all the luck, and goodbye for now, my friends.